In the turbulent 1930s, China was at a crossroads, beset by internal strife and the looming threat of foreign invasion. Amid this upheaval, Walter Bosshard, a Swiss photojournalist, captured some of the most pivotal moments of 20th century global politics. Through his lens, Western audiences gained an intimate view of China's struggles, from civil conflict to the relentless Japanese invasion. As a European in Asia, Bosshard not only reported the events, but shaped the West's understanding of a distant war and an emerging revolution. This documentary retraces Bosshard's journey across 1930s China and explores how his vivid reports brought the realities of war and the rise of the Chinese Communist movement into sharp focus. By 1938, China's resistance had regrouped in Wuhan, specifically Hankou, the temporary capital after Nanjing's fall. Hankou became the most bombed city in the world at that time, enduring months of relentless Japanese bombing raids. Yet, despite the chaos, Bosshard documented the suffering and resilience of Hankou's people, capturing searing images of burning buildings, makeshift bomb shelters, and civilians heroically digging survivors from rubble. Bosshard's photographs, published abroad, highlighted China as a major theater of World War II, galvanizing sympathy and support among Western viewers. In the streets, he captured scenes of everyday heroism, volunteer medics, through Bosshard's eyes. Western audiences saw China's war not as an abstract conflict in a distant land, but as a human struggle for survival, unfolding in real time on Hankou's embattled streets. As bombs rained down on Wuhan, another story captivated Bosshard's attention: the rise of the Chinese Communist movement. In 1936, American journalist Edgar Snow had published Red Star Over China, a groundbreaking book that introduced Mao Zedong and his guerrilla army to Western audiences. While Snow's account was influential, it was written with words. No film or wide published photos had yet captured Mao or his army. That would change in 1938, thanks to Bosshard. By mid-1938, Bosshard, alongside American reporter Archibald Steele, raced to reach Yunnan, the isolated red capital where Mao and his followers had regrouped. Western editors were eager for news. Would the communists emerge as China's saviors against Japan, or would they remain a side story? Bosshard embarked on a challenging journey across mountains and dusty Loess plateaus. In July 1938, he became the first European correspondent to arrive in Yunnan, bringing with him not just his cameras, but a movie camera as well. Bosshard gained unprecedented access to Mao and the communist leadership. Over several days of interviews in Yunnan's famous Loess cave dwellings, he spoke extensively with Mao. Then, a little-known guerrilla leader with grand ambitions, Bosshard photographed Mao in a relatable light, not as a remote icon, but as a human figure, laughing, wearing worn cotton uniforms, and even sharing meals during strategy discussions. Even more remarkably, Bosshard filmed Mao, likely capturing the first moving images ever taken of the man who would later lead New China. He also documented the daily life of communist soldiers and villagers, young recruits drilling on dusty plains, women studying and cultivating crops, and wounded fighters recovering in cave hospitals. These visuals offered the world a glimpse into the real face of the Chinese Communist movement. When Bosshard's material reached the West, the effect was electric. Life magazine in the US splashed his Yunnan story across a feature, even printing some photographs in color, a rare feat at the time. Simultaneously, Switzerland's Neue Zürcher Zeitung ran Bosshard's Yunnan Chronicles as a 6-part series. For the first time, Western audiences could not only read about Mao in Snow's book, but see him in Bosshard's photographs and films. Bosshard's portraits revealed Mao's thoughtful gaze, while his pictures of Yunnan's cave dwellers illuminated the austere conditions of the communist community. Bosshard's work helped demystify the communists, portraying them not just as rebels or propaganda figures, but as a determined, organized people enduring hardships for a cause. In capturing this pivotal story, Bosshard left his rival, Robert Capa, behind. Capa arrived in Yunnan too late to secure the scoop, and frustrated, he left China. Bosshard, on the other hand, secured his legacy with this exclusive. Through his lens, Walter Bosshard brought China's war and revolution to the world, offering Western audiences an unprecedented look into the struggles and rise of Mao's communist movement. His work would help define a global understanding of China in the years to come.